Welcome back to YieldCurve Trader. It is Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. We are currently in the eye of the storm. Between a major central bank shift in Asia, rising heat in the Middle East, and a massive leak regarding the future of AI, the markets are moving fast. Today, we are breaking down the three major headlines that changed the narrative over the last 24 hours and what it means for your portfolio as we head into the biggest earnings day of the year. Middle East tensions and oil spike. First up, the geopolitical floor just moved. Despite the earlier ceasefire optimism, fresh tensions in the Middle East have sent a shock through the energy markets. Oil prices have spiked today, with Brent crude surging toward $86 a barrel. The World Bank is now warning that energy prices could rise by 24% this year if the conflict disrupts shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. For traders, this means the inflation tax is back on the table, and it's weighing heavily on transportation and industrial stocks today. The Bank of Japan's hawkish hold. Moving to Asia, the Bank of Japan just concluded its April meeting. While they officially held rates at 0.75%, the move was anything but dovish. Three board members dissented, calling for an immediate hike to 1%. More importantly, the BoJ sharply raised its inflation forecast to 2.8% for 2026. This signal that Japan is ready to aggressively tighten is causing a ripple effect in the global carry trade, putting fresh pressure on U.S. Treasury yields. OpenAI's growth warning. Our third headline comes from the Wall Street Journal, and it's sending a chill through the AI sector. A new report reveals that OpenAI has missed its internal target of 1 billion weekly active users and fell short of key revenue goals. As growth for ChatGPT slows, the market is beginning to ask the trillion-dollar question: is the AI hype finally meeting reality? We saw an immediate sell-off in cloud and GPU-focused stocks today as investors reassess the pace of AI monetization. Market and commodities performance. Looking at the board today, the S&P 500 is struggling to hold the 7,100 level as the OpenAI news and rising oil prices create a risk-off environment. In commodities, gold is proving its worth as a safe haven, holding firm at $4,700, while the 10-year yield has ticked up following the BoJ news. It is a classic tug-of-war between AI optimism and macro reality. Seagate STX earnings reaction. We also have to talk about Seagate. STX reported fiscal Q3 earnings that were, on paper, a massive win. They delivered $4.10 per share, smashing estimates, and grew revenue by 44%. However, the stock dipped over 5% in aftermarket trading. Why? The market is worried about valuation after STX's 600% run this past year. Even a perfect report wasn't enough to satisfy the whisper numbers today. The Super Thursday watch list. So what is on deck for tomorrow? Thursday, April 30th is the main event. The Magnificent Seven, Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon all report. This is the ultimate test for the AI narrative. Jerome Powell's final meeting. The Fed will announce its rate decision. With inflation at 3.3% and oil rising, Powell is expected to hold rates steady in what will likely be his final meeting as chair. The market will be hanging on every word of his 2:30 p.m. press conference. The next 24 hours will define the trend for the rest of the quarter. Stay disciplined, watch those yields, and don't get caught in the noise. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep the lights on and the data coming. I'll see you in the next one.